Hey you guys, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you're one of my bestie boos. Today we're vlogging. It's been a minute since I've vlogged, so I'm excited to spend some time with you guys. Today is February 28th. It's 9:33 in the morning. Getting ready to do an interview. Yeah, for a contract therapist position. So really at this point I'm interviewing them. I'm making sure that this is an organization that I want to partner with. And yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. Updates, y'all. So I'm officially a entrepreneur, 100% entrepreneur. So my husband and I came to this decision last month in January, which January kicked my butt, y'all. It's been a kind of a rocky start to the new year for me. But anyway, back on topic. So I was originally supposed to start working as a therapist at the VA hospital, which is where I did my internship for a year. I loved it. It was an amazing experience. I learned a lot. Yeah, and I'm sorry, y'all. For those of you who are new here, I recently became a marriage and family therapist. I am a licensed therapist in the state of Texas. Graduated in August, got my license in August, also had a baby in August. Also, my father-in-law passed away in August. It was a lot going on. And so after talking to my husband, just about kind of like what was next for us and our family, we decided that, and I was comfortable with this and I wanted to, because I was ready to work, that January I would officially end my maternity leave and I would begin my new career as a licensed therapist. At that time, I had been offered a job at my internship site. They were ready to onboard me, and I was going through the paperwork as well, doing all of my background check, all of that fun stuff, that you do when you get a new job. And then my childcare arrangements fell through. And then also the schedules that they were offering to me were not working with my family, and just trying to navigate being in a space of starting a new career, going back to work after having a brand new baby, and my oldest daughter, her first year in school. So she's a kindergartner this year. And just, all the things that come with being, postpartum. I literally felt like I was starting all over as a mom because my oldest was so old. I like, what? How do you do this baby thing again? So, yeah. Plus, my own health things that happened during the pregnancy that affected my recovery, as well as this crazy surgery that I had to have that was unexpected. And like all of that stuff has kind of like really slowed down my progress and just me moving forward. And it's been really frustrating, and it's been hard for me to overcome when it comes to all the things that I had planned up here that I was going to do. So anyway, the internship did not work. I'm sorry, not the internship. The job offer did not work. It did not work for my family. It caused more stress and, frustration trying to navigate the schedules they wanted me to work, plus losing our child care. And I don't trust everybody around my kids. I am very picky with what that looks like for my family because of some of my own personal experiences and traumas that I personally have gone through. I've been hurt by people who were supposed to protect me, and because of those experiences, I am very, 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 very picky about who I let around my babies, who I leave with them to care for them, who I allow to come into my home. And these arrangements that I had set up for my kids fell through, and so that just sent me in a whole nother spiral of anxiety and stress because when it comes to my babies, I don't play. So anyway, after talking to my husband about it, we decided that I'm licensed. I'm a licensed therapist, and this is one of the reasons that I wanted to, and I feel like it was God kind of pushing me into the space that I asked for. I've been praying ever since I was in high school to be an entrepreneur, to have a flourishing business so that my family can live comfortably. I can leave a legacy behind for my kids, and so that I can be a blessing to other people. Like one of the things, how I know I will have arrived, is when I'm able to buy a house for a family, when I'm able to pay a family's bills for a year, when I'm able to take a young single mother under my wings and support her during the holidays, buy her and her kids holiday dinner and all their Christmas presents. For like, those are the things that I want to do. I want to be financially well off so that I can pour into other people, and so that my family can live comfortably, and I can create a legacy to pass down, through my family. My family was poor. We come from nothing. And I want to be the very first person in my family to not have that be my truth. I don't want to leave my kids nothing when I'm gone. I don't want us to be a poor family. I trying to break generational curses, essentially. So my husband was like, do it, go for it. This is what you wanted. This is what's going to work best for our family. So go ahead, start your private practice, get out there, work 12-16 self-care code, and just, make it shake. So that's where I'm at, y'all. Like, and it's crazy because I've prayed for this. This is what I asked God for. I wanted this. This is not the way I would have liked to do it. I kind of feel like God is taking me and throwing me in a swimming pool and like, swim, swim, girl, you got it. And I'm like, God, I don't know. I don't have it. Like, this is not the way I pictured transitioning into this space in my mind. I wanted to have time to prepare. I wanted to have other things in place. Like, I'm a planner. And not being able to plan, strategize, have things in order, it causes me to feel very anxious. And so the whole month of January was me battling this anxiety, and then also trying to figure out how to navigate being at home with my baby. I have a small baby, and she's very needy. She needs me. I breastfeed. She refuses to take a bottle. All that fun stuff. And so just trying to figure out how to navigate all that stuff, and start my businesses, like relaunch my businesses. So I'm in the process now of revamping, kind of just re-strategizing 12-16 self-care code, just refining it, making it better. My website is down and I'm working on it right now. Hopefully I'll be able to open it up within the next week or so. And then for my private practice, I'm just, building partnerships, branding, all that stuff. And so, y'all, I am a full-time entrepreneur right now. I have 2 businesses, and I'm a stay-at-home, work-from-home mom. So that's wild to me. Now my prayer is, God, thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful. Help me navigate through this. What do you want me to do? Give me the wisdom so that I make the right choices. Give me the resources. Put me in the places and spaces that I need to be. And I pray that everything that I do brings glory to you. I pray that everything that I do allows people to see you in me. This ain't about me. This is about my legacy, the ministry that was put in my heart, my purpose, because, this is what I feel like I was created to do. So I feel better today. This is like one of the days where I feel the least foggy, stressed and anxious. And I am excited now. Like, I'm just excited about just the journey of figuring it all out, and just realizing that, God, this is what I asked for. I asked for you to create an opportunity so that I could work for myself and be present for my family, be present for my kids. Bro, here I am, and I just got to figure out what that looks like for me. So that's kind of like where I'm at, just trying to figure out what does this mean for me? What does it look like? How to navigate it, and trying to figure out how to juggle all of this while having my baby here. So she's asleep right now. So yeah, just keep me lifted in prayers, because I'm human, and life been life, and I just been trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to figure it out. So I've been talking for a long time. Let me look at this time. Girl, I've been talking for a long time. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to kind of like let you guys know what's been going on with me, give you a quick update, and I'm about to say a prayer about this interview, so that I just want to be guided to ask the right questions, because this will be my first partnership with a healthcare organization as a therapist. So I will be contracting my services to them, and I just want to make sure that it's a good fit. So I'm about to get off the phone and say a prayer about that, and then I'm gonna work on some stuff for my business for the rest of the day. Both of my businesses, but mostly for 1216. I'm mostly gonna share what I'm doing for 1216 on this particular channel. All right, so thank y'all for chatting with me. I know y'all, I talked a long time, but I just had to let y'all know what was up and what was going on. So yeah, I'm gonna check in with y'all later. I hope y'all blessed. I hope y'all are doing okay. How rude of me. I'm telling y'all all about myself. I ain't even ask y'all how y'all doing. How y'all doing? How's your family? How are your kids? How's your business going? How's your mental health? Like, what's up? Chime in. Let me know how you doing down there. We here to support each other. Okay. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. Several hours later, y'all, the interview went well. I think I might go ahead and contract with the organization. So we'll see. They're checking my references, and I'm going to continue to do some research with them. And I have a couple of more questions that I want to ask the recruiters and the clinical staff there, and then we'll see. I am starting another YouTube channel that's going to chronicle my journey and kind of show all the things related to me embarking on my entrepreneurship journey as a therapist, starting my own private practice, my website, stuff like that. So the channel is going to be, for people who want to be therapists, who are interested in mental health related fields, and those who want to take therapeutic practices. I guess, like, how can I put this? We're looking for like tips, to improve their mental health, their overall wellness, and things of that nature. So I'm currently working on just, what that channel is going to look like and what it's all going to entail. The channel is already created. I'm just repurposing my old channel, and I hope to be uploading content over there within the next week or so. Yeah, and if you want to follow my journey of becoming a solo private practice owner And if you're interested in joining the mental health field, if you want to be a therapist, or if you just want some practical tips that you can use to improve your overall well-being and mental health, then go on over there. I'll put a link in the description box below. You can check out that channel. Again, I haven't posted anything yet, but hopefully within the next week or so I'll have some content up there. But I have old videos there that you can watch if you want. Okay, so y'all just saw me stamping my soap. Yes, y'all, finally started with my soaps. So the last vlog I posted, I showed you guys me making this soap right here. This is my oatmeal and honey soap. This soap has colloidal oatmeal and honey in it, and it's scented with oat milk and honey fragrance oil. It smells so good. If you want to know how I made this, if you want a step-by-step written out tutorial with all my measurements and everything, it's over on my Patreon. My Patreon will be linked below, so you can check that out if you want to know how I made this soap. But yeah, here it is right here, and it has gold tops. So pretty, smells so good. And the one that you guys saw me stamping today is my new soap that I made. This is lavender and chamomile. Smells so good, y'all. This has kaolin clay and colloidal oatmeal in it, so it's gently exfoliating, nourishing and hydrating to the skin soothing. And then the lavender and chamomile fragrance is just so soothing, calming, relaxing. So these are my first 2 soap bars. I need to make another batch of this one because I gave a lot of it away for people to try and test. So I got stamps of approval on that, got stamps of approval on this one. If you are interested in the recipe for this particular soap, I will have it on my Patreon as well. So I'm gonna give this recipe to my patrons so that they can use it themselves and create it for, you know, personal use or business use. But here it is. It's light purple. I tried to leave like some chunks of purple mica in it just to give it some character, you know, make it cute or whatever. And you can see that in a couple of the bars where you can see some of the purple, traces of purple in it, which I like. That's what I was going for. So I'm really happy with the way it came out. It has some lavender buds on the top. Not a lot, didn't want to go crazy with it, but oh my god, this smells so good, you guys. I just have to figure out how I want to package this soap. It's still curing, and I need to figure out my cost of goods on these bars so that I can calculate my price, my retail price for these, and my wholesale price, because I plan on offering these wholesale. So oh my god, it smells so good, so good, you guys. So yeah, just want to show you guys what I was working on. And I know you guys are going to ask me about this little stamp that I'm using for the soap. I believe I mentioned this in the last video. I don't like it. I don't think it's good quality. I mean, it gets the job done. I'm gonna find a better one that I recommend to you guys and test it out, and then once I find a better one, then I will share the link to it for you guys. But this is, it's not really user friendly. It's really easy to mess up your soap, and as you can see, kind of like the S on this bar, like it's slanted, so there's some imperfections in the letters with this, and I just think you can get a better one. So I'll find one and I'll update you guys on finding a better little stamp. I do plan to get a custom stamp made at some point in time, but right now mama working with what she got. Okay, yeah, so again, if you guys want step-by-step recipes, measurements, and everything, links to all the supplies that I use to make these soaps, then you can find them on my Patreon, which will be linked below. Yes. y'all, so I got some packages. I have a order that I'm going to be working on over the next couple of days. It is for a wedding. I'm going to be making 70 candles, 70 small candles. I'm going to be making 10 body sprays and I think 4 roll-on colognes. I have to look at my notes to remember. So the colognes are going to be gifts for the groomsmen. The body sprays are going to be gifts for the bridesmaids. And the candles are going to be wedding favors. So it's a pretty big order. My goal is to get it done by the end of the week. This week, it is Wednesday. Am I being a little too ambitious? I don't know. We're going to find out. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I have a... Yeah. So this is the size that I'm using for the wedding favors. And excuse the background noise. My kids are home. It's spring break. My husband home. All the TVs are on. So it ain't just me and the baby. So it's a lot going on. But these are the sizes. But theirs are going to be gold. So instead of white, they're going to be gold. So I ordered some fragrance oils, some supplies. Gonna check my package real quick. So the cool thing about this particular order that I'm doing is that it's completely custom. Yeah, so it's completely custom. So the scents are blend. It's gonna be all of them. So the candles. Let's just talk about the candles real quick. The candles are gonna be a blend of some scents or some fragrance oils that were picked by the bride and groom. They actually came over. It was pretty fun. They actually came over to my house. I pulled out all of the fragrance oils that fit the theme that they wanted. They wanted a sexy, like romantic candle. And so I pulled out all of my fragrance oils that I thought were sexy. Let them smell, gave them some blotter strips. And then, once they kind of smelled and decided on the scent profiles they wanted, then they started to blend using my blending method. If you guys are interested in me sharing my blending method of fragrance oils on this channel, let me know. I will share. I already have these in larger sizes, so I did my calculations to find out exactly how much of the fragrance oil I would need, and then I went ahead and placed an order for some more 2-ounce bottles just to make sure that I didn't run out. But I guess I can show you guys the blend for the candles. Okay, so the blend for the candles, and again, all of these projects, the body spray, the cologne, and the candles, they're all custom blends. So I'm using Midwest Fragrance Company. This is not sponsored. Midwest doesn't send me anything. I don't have no affiliate codes or links or anything, okay? So I just want to put that out there. I buy all my stuff with my own money. So I'm using a blend of Midnight Peony, Cedar Musk, and Lavender. Hopefully you guys can see that. Oak Moss and Amber. And one of my personal favorites, Sherlock Study. I love this. I love it. It's so good. If you've not tried this, it's so good. It's very leathery, but it's also sweet. It smells like paper a little bit. Like it has it's called Sherlock Study. So think about like a room filled with books, a nice like little cozy space to read, this nice luxurious leather chair. There may be like a cup of cognac or brandy or red wine. The fireplace is going. There may be some cigars. Like all of those scents is what this reminds me of. It's a really, really unique and nice scent. If you've not smelled Sherlock Study, I highly recommend it. I was curious about Oak Moss and Amber. The one that I have is from Candle Science, so I'm curious as to how similar they smell. They smell exactly the same. Ugh, God dog it. Got this under my nose. Yeah, they smell exactly the same. The next video you guys will see will be of me making the products in this order. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in seeing how that comes along. I think the only thing I need to get now are labels. I just want to double check and make sure that I don't already have labels here before I order some. So that's that. And then the only other thing I got were some Wicks from Hive and Honey, and I ordered some more wax. My wax that I have been using is the Cedar Serica coconut apricot wax. So I ordered a couple of more slabs. I'm probably gonna go ahead and order a 45-pound box soon, but I'm really I don't know, just testing. Don't want to over purchase. I'm using a totally different wax for these wedding candles because I need them to cure faster. So again, if you're interested in seeing that in their process and seeing all the supplies that I use, then subscribe and come back and see and check out my channel in a couple days because I'll have that up for you guys. And I'm trying and testing out a new blend. So I have a tester candle here. Now, y'all know, if you've been watching, I've been going back and forth about jars, what vessels I want to use for my core like collection of candles. And my goal is to source locally or to source from vendors, supply houses that are cheaper, that have more affordable shipping. I'm just trying to lower my cost of goods so that I can increase my profit margins on my products and then also give better prices. So I've been playing around with a couple of different vessels, and I think I am settling on the 9-ounce straight-sided jars because I can get these from a multitude of suppliers. I can get them in clear or amber, and there's a lot of different top colors variations. And then also they pair well with the 16-ounce straight-sided jars if I choose to ever offer a larger candle. I'm only going to focus on these right now for my core line. But if I decide to offer a larger candle, then I can easily pair them with the 16-ounce straight-sided jars, which I can also find at a multitude of suppliers. And it'll provide a nice cohesive look. So yeah, but anyway, about this candle. So I'm trying a blend of SP 487 and my coconut apricot wax. Y'all know that I've been obsessed with trying to get wood wicks to work. For me, I have not liked the way wood wicks have burned in this wax by itself. The burn is not clean enough for me. I just haven't liked it. I haven't been a fan. Okay. I've also tried wood wicks in the number 9 wax that was sold by 1617. I did love the way the wax and wood wicks performed. However, that company went out of business, so I abandoned that wax, but it is now available at Hive and Honey if you're interested. But they're the only supplier that has it, and I don't ever want to get stuck again with using a wax that only one supplier offers. Okay. And then I also tried EC26. You guys know that I started trying to test that wax, or not trying, I did test that wax, but the hot throw, it just wasn't busting for me. Cold throw was phenomenal. Cold throw on the EC26 wax is amazing, but that hot throw, no baby, it was not giving, and I'm gonna need for my candles to give. Okay, so yeah, I have a slab of EC26, I have a slab of number 9, and I have a slab of number 3 wax. The number 9 and number 3 wax are originally from 1617. I just got all these waxes that I've been trying, and I said, you know what, let me stick with my wax. Hold on, let me close my door because Mickey Mouse just playing in the background, just going ham, and I don't want to be copywritten by Disney. So anyway, so I just decided to go back to my tried and true wax, the wax that I have loved ever since I started using it about 5-6 years ago, which is my coconut apricot wax. I can get it from multiple suppliers. I have two suppliers of coconut apricot wax right here in Texas that I can get it from with minimal shipping. And then there is a candle supply here in Houston that offers it. It's out of stock, and it's been out of stock for a while, so I don't know if they're going to bring it back. But if they do, then that means I can just go pick it up, you know. So again, thinking about, you know, business minded, lowering my cost of goods, lowering my shipping costs, that, you know, of materials, and decreasing my cost of goods so that I can offer my candles at a good price, a competitive price, and then increase my profit margins. That's my goal in 2024. Okay. But here's a candle that I made. I made it wickless with my blend of SP 487, which is a blend of beeswax and other vegetable oils and waxes, and my coconut apricot wax, the Cedar Serica wax. I got both of those waxes from Hive and Honey. I'll put a link to Hive and Honey in the description box below. It's essentially where I get all of my base wax products. I get my fragrance oils from a lot of different places, but my wax, my wicks, that's my go-to for my wax and my wicks. Okay, so I made this tester 3 days ago. I always like to test my candles at the 3-day mark. I don't know why. It's just a part of my own process. I'm very familiar with my wax, so I already know that it's going to burn very differently. The performance is going to be differently at the 7-day mark and even at the 14-day mark. Because I am comfortable with my wax and I know how it performs, I can test my wax and to give me an idea of how it's going to perform at that 14-day mark. I hope that makes sense. It's just something that you just kind of grasp from doing extensive testing. And I've been working with this wax for so long that I kind of know its personality. I know its quirks. But I don't know how it works with this SP 487. So I am going to, this is my last attempt, okay, at wooden wicks. If I can't get these wooden wicks to work in this blend, then I'm just going to stick with my cotton wicks and call it a day. So we're going to try this together, and this is how we're going to close out this vlog, seeing how this candle burns. Okay, so I'm about to go to the Makesy website right now, and I'm going to start with their wick selection guide. And I have to kind of I don't know, I'm using a blend, so I'm gonna have to kind of use my own personal judgment as well. But if this don't work, y'all, I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to my favorite wicks, my cotton wicks, and I'm just gonna call it a day, because testing takes a long time, and the longer it takes for me to test these wicks, the longer it's keeping me from making monies, and we need to be making monies, right? So let me see what they recommend, and I think apply. Interesting. 0.02, 0.625. Okay, so I'm gonna put my wick in here. They have a recommendation, but I'm gonna put what I think I should put in here, and we're gonna see how that works out. Okay, let's see.